what's something that you wish somebody would have told you at the beginning of your grief journey?
You don't need to be strong. There was
Yeah.
this big thing of, be strong for your mom, because my mom was such a strong force of nature. It was like, be strong for your mom. She wouldn't want you to be sad. And I think for me, it was just to have somebody to say, it's okay to feel what you're feeling. Especially as a 15-year-old, trying to navigate hormones and education, trying to find out who I am just as a
Oh my
15 year
gosh.
old.
Yeah.
To then have people tell me how I should and shouldn't be feeling was really difficult, because it made me feel alienated in my grief. I thought that the way that I was feeling was abnormal. I didn't think that it was really loud crow. Sorry about that. It was
I thought you
normal
had a
to
pet duck for a second.
the birds in Australia are wild. The noises they make is a bit extreme. Yeah, so I didn't think it was normal to be feeling the way that I was. And I wish that I just had somebody say to me, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
That's a really great message because I think being strong sometimes can denote don't feel, don't think about it, don't be too emotional. And that's like the antithesis of what you should do.
Yeah, exactly. And to be strong, what does that even mean? To feel isn't weakness. To feel it
Right.
actually takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of strength. So, this whole notion of being strong means you don't show any emotions, you just keep pushing through. I think it's a load of crap. And it's something that we need to stop pushing out there to people. Allow them to
Yeah.
feel
Hell yes,
free.
sister.
Yeah.
So what are some of the tips that you give to the people that you work with on how they can confront their grief?
First and foremost, it's compassion. If you're going to confront your grief and you're going to go head on in it, because you can't go around it, you can keep trying, but it will keep going in circles, is to have some compassion for yourself and for others as well. For yourself, because it's heavy, it's uncomfortable, it's not an easy thing to do. And sometimes we can be so hard on ourselves, and have all these expectations and pressures. So give
Yeah,
yourself
definitely.
not a bit, a lot of compassion, a lot of compassion.
Yeah.
And then also compassion for others, because grief does have a ripple effect, and it does have a ripple effect to those around us. And sadly, those who have not experienced it, they just don't know what to say or do. And that
Mhm.
needs to change. It does. But I was that person once. We were all
Oh,
that person.
yeah.
Also, just to have a little bit of compassion, that's not excusing certain behaviors and certain things that are said sometimes to those who are grieving, but just a little bit of compassion as well for those around you.
I
Um,
still can be that person. Do you feel this way or am I just crazy? Because like I've made this my life to talk about this in public and
yeah.
there are still people that are going through a certain type of loss where I'm like I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, no, 100%, because we don't always have all the answers. And we know that grief is so individual. So even still, even though we talk about it all the time and we share what's helped for us, we don't know that that's going to help for another person necessarily. Even recently, I had a friend, she lost her baby, and my sister has lost a baby. So I've had something very close to me, similar situation very close to me happen. I sat down and I was like, I don't know what to say. I
Yeah.
actually don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I was worried that anything I would say or do would be the unhelpful thing. And I think in that moment, that's where you have to recognize it's okay to say, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. I,
Yeah.
I think you're totally right. I mean, I am sure hundreds of people said that to me. I don't remember. The people I remember are the ones that were silent.
Yeah. Yeah. Or said something that was hurtful.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but usually the silent ones. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes with when someone is grieving, the people around them, they think saying nothing is better than saying the wrong thing, when actually I
Yeah,
think saying nothing is worse. It feels like they're being ignored, right? Yeah.
definitely. Okay, sorry, I got us off track. So back to some tips for confronting grief. I just wanted to check in if I was mentally insane or if other people that were grieving also felt that way. Okay,
We're,
so
we're,
thank you for
we're all a little bit insane, aren't we?
that.
Yeah, so the first one is compassion. The second thing is connection. So whether that is connection with other people or just connecting with your own grief, finding a way that allows you to connect in with it safely and in a way that feels right to you in that moment. I think that this is always going to change. And I think as time goes by, the way that you connect with your grief changes. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you'll want to speak to people about it and you'll just want to tell everybody everything about your grief and the person that you lost. Other times you want to keep it a little bit more personal and more just reserved for you. So we really
Yeah.
explore what that looks like for you in connecting with your grief, connecting with others, and how you want that to look. For me, personally, I am a big advocate for journaling. I think that it is a really powerful tool that we can use because it's something that we can keep for ourselves. There's never going to be any judgment. We can write what we want. We can, put in there what we want. We can scribble what we want. A lot of the time I don't even write words. I sometimes, if I'm in the mood, I'll just like scribble on the page, and that feels
Yeah.
like a release to me. And it's also something, if I choose to, I can share it with others. I can say, look, this is
Yeah.
what I feel, this is what I'm feeling. And it just lays it all out there and with a bit more clarity for me. Because in your head,
Yeah.
sometimes you get all jumbled,
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. I want to
yeah,
add to that too. A way that it helped me was being able to look back on it and seeing how far I came. Like
yes, so
feeling the
powerful.
pain of my words and then realizing, oh, I don't feel that deeply about it right now, or I'm actually okay in this moment that I was writing about or thinking about that or whatever. So it's a good benchmark
Yeah,
for yourself too.
exactly. And it reminds you that emotions are fleeting. It reminds you that in that
Hmm.
moment when you were feeling that, you thought that that's all there was and you thought it was going to last forever and you were just so consumed by it. And then you read back on it, whether that's even just a day later, and you think, oh my goodness, I don't feel like that anymore. And it reminds you that they are fleeting, even if they feel like they're lasting forever. At some point,
Yeah.
you can have a different emotion in there. So journaling is just a huge thing, but it's that thing of connection and whatever way that feels right for you.